was involved in the fabrication of the IED, which procured the gelatine sticks, which procured the urea, the acids, distilled it, etc. They have basically been done by under the overall command of Munna Bihari. The third thing, which very importantly has emerged, is that the person whom we arrested from Central University, Bhatinda, in Punjab, who is a PhD student doing some research on anxiety amongst his students, Hilal Ahmad Mantu. Hilal Mantu is an active rukun of Jamaatul Tulba, which is the student wing of Jamaat-e-Islam. The rest of the details are something like this, that this boy Owais Amin and his friend Omar and another friend Akib were all working for Rais Khan as OGW. In fact, all four of them, Rais included, were actually in the post-Burhan phase indulging in stone pelting, etc. But it is also interesting to note that the selection of these terrorists who were involved in this entire explosion, they all have a clean slate. None of them have any FIRs registered against them. And therefore it was very cleverly done that those who were off the radar were actually picked up. So Rais Khan in 2018 became active in HM, and thereafter these three boys, Owais, Omar and Akib, were active OGWs working for Rais Khan. Thereafter, in March of this year, Owais is told by Omar to prepare himself for a major mission. And on WhatsApp, parallel space, he makes him contact Rais. Thereafter, the entire planning and entire conspiracy is hatched in Shopaya. Because these two boys, Owais and Omar, are in Srinagar. Owais is a student of BBA in Srinagar, and Omar is a student of BCA in Srinagar. And they actually are called to Shopaya, where one boy, Shahid, facilitates their meeting. Shahid alias Watson facilitates their meeting. So all these boys have been arrested, Shahid included. And the IED is being fabricated in an apple orchard in a place called Turk Wangam in Shopaya. So this boy is convinced for the Fidain attack. Omar agrees to carry out this Fidain attack. He is motivated by nobody less than Riaz Naiko himself, whom he meets. He is told that he has not to question him and only take orders. He takes his orders, and thereafter the fabrication is done. This is done during the period intervening 15th to 25th. And thereafter, once the fabrication is done, Akib leads this boy to Kajikund, from where on they are taken to Ramsu and then come back to Banihal. Now, one interesting point to note is that Omar has been trying, albeit unsuccessfully, to conduct this explosion on 26th. He does not get an opportunity to penetrate the convoy in Kajikund because of the ROP that is present there. On the 27th, he again tries, but this time the IED develops a snap and it doesn't go off. He is then told to explain everything through a video call to Rais. And he makes a video call, presses the switch, shows him that the IED is not working. And thereafter, he is told that he has to park his vehicle in Banihal and somebody would come to repair it. There are two terrorists who come to repair it. One is Wasim and the other is Sahil Abdullah. Sahil Abdullah, unfortunately, has become active and is not in our custody. We are told that he is joined HM and is now active. Thereafter, the ID is repaired, and after the repair of the ID on the 28th, he's again ready. Again, fortunately, on the 29th, there is no convoy, so he doesn't get his target. And on the 30th, once the convoy is moving down from Srinagar to Jammu, he penetrates and carries out the attack. Fortunately for us, the ID did not explode the way it was supposed to. It explodes only partially. The ID is a cocktail of urea, of incendiary material like petrol, of gelatine, of gas cylinders, etc. And on 30th, after the explosion, because he was ready and prepared to die, he did not. So he's stunned and he doesn't know what to do because he was not prepared for this eventuality of the IED not going off completely. So he finds himself at a complete loss, but because the explosion has taken place, he's deafened. So once he opens his eyes, he finds that he can't hear, but he can see. And then he decides, because his door has jammed, so he sees that the window pane has blown off. He escapes through the window pane and takes shelter in an abandoned cow shed of a person, or rather a cow shed which was not inhabited, of a person in Banihal. Then he escapes from over there, changes his jacket, steals a jacket, and then tries escaping. And then, as you all know, we had conducted that press conference, we had that press conference on the other day, that we caught him at Tithar. So that is the story of the car explosion. The case is almost worked out. Some of the details would be worked out because we have not got the reports. Like, for example, we have found that the chassis number and the engine number of the vehicle were both tampered. There was nothing was matching. We have sent it to the FSL. They are trying to retrieve the original number. So we'll try working out that. We'll try working out as to where the gelatine stick, etc., were procured from. So some part of investigation remains, but the most important things have been revealed. We have got an idea as to how very cleverly the spotting of terrorists was done for the attack, who had clean records. We have now come to know that Jamaat-e-Tulba is radicalizing youth in a big way for jihad. Hilal is an example. He has revealed those in his interrogation. And now that the case is being transferred to the NIA, so tomorrow onwards, the case file will be handed over to him, and the further investigation will be their responsibility. Thank you. The person to be arrested was Uwais Amin. The first person to be arrested was Uwais Amin, who was actually the first person to be arrested was Uwais Amin, who was actually the suicide bomber. The second and third persons to be arrested were the two OGWs, other OGWs who worked for him, that is Omar and Akib. Then on their interrogation, we got hold of Dr. Wasim, and after Dr. Wasim, on his interrogation, we got hold of Hilal. And in all this, I mean, I should be placing this on record. We got very, very active cooperation from IGP Kashmir, from the entire team of Kashmir Police, including SSP Shopanya, SSP Pulwama. Whatever was being revealed and whatever we would share, the response would be immediate, not only to work on the leads, but also to get us these OGWs and others who we have arrested.
What was the role of this PhD student who had been arrested from Banihal?
Hilal Ahmad Mantu was involved. He's one of the radicalized youth. He, as I told you, he's a PhD student, but he is also a rukun of Jamaat-e-Tulba, and he was actively involved in preparation of the IED. In fact, he was the person, if I go into the details, he was the person who was distilling all those urea, acid extract, etc.
सर ये कितने समय से इन्वॉल्व था जमात-ए-तुल्बा के साथ, कितने समय से ये था हिलाल?
Sir,
2050.
for 2015. And sir,
एक मिनट
The
मैं
one
पूछूं,
one at a time,
जमातुल तुलबा जो है वो स्टूडेंट विंग है जमात इस्लामी का, तो ये मान लें कि जो जमातुल तुलबा है वो अब रिक्रूट कर रहा है लड़कों को?
They are radicalizing. Recruitment would not be the right word because Jamaat-e-Tulba takes students into its
From
fold.
different,
They are radicalizing.
They are radicalized.
sir, there's a little bit confusion. He had been fabricating ideas.
सारा काम
When you're talking about distilling all this cocktail material that was used for fabricating improvised explosive devices, he was doing it in Shopia. After that, he went
Yes,
to.
Darbhanga. Yes, Darbhanga.
And what was the role of Munna Bhai? Munna Bhai, how is
Munna Bihari.
Munna Bihari is actually the brain behind
Main
it.
kingpin.
He's the brain behind it. He's the fellow who knows how to do it all. He's getting it done for them.
And sir, for how long he is operating in Kashmir? Munna Bihari. For how long he is in Kashmir? Main kingpin.
Yes.
And sir, for how long he is operating in Kashmir?
Yeah.
No idea. किसी और उसमें involvement उसकी अभी तक? Jash Captain.
So do you see any Punjab connection, any Khalistani connection with these Kashmir-based terrorists?
I would not have a comment for that because I have not probed that angle at all.